One major survey found financial insecurity hit a record high in its tracking history, and here's the question nobody wants to ask. Is your standard of living quietly killing your freedom? We're retiring with about $250,000, and people think we're crazy. But what if crazy is finally free? Now here's the quiet trap. No one forces lifestyle inflation on you. It just happens. You get the raise, you upgrade the car, you renovate the kitchen, and then 6 months later, it's normal. Psychologists call it the hedonic treadmill. You adjust, your expectations rise. I love the new kitchen, I love the new car. Oh, wait a minute. It's gotten a little old now, we got to get another one, but the payments stay. In fact, homeowners spend an average of 1 to 4% of a home's value per year on maintenance alone. And that 1 to 4% range is a common rule of thumb cited by housing finance guidance. Keep in mind that the average up until recently on appreciation of a home was about 4%. So if your home appreciated at 4% and you put 4% in maintenance, you're not making any money off the house. That's not building wealth. That's feeding a machine, and the machine never says, that's enough. The American way is an illusion of more. We were told if you don't hit 7 figures, you're behind. If you don't upgrade, you're stagnant. If you downsize, you've failed. But here's what research actually shows. After basic needs are met, increases in income barely move the happiness needle. Yet we keep chasing more stuff, more square footage, more status, more of everything, because stopping feels like losing until you realize you're not losing, you're releasing. So we realized our own breaking point. And when we ran our retirement numbers, we expected bad news. We didn't have $1 million. We had about $250,000. Cue the panic, right? Oh my God, I've only got $250,000. Well, that's what our friends said. But something strange happened when we ran the numbers. When we lowered our expenses, the pressure disappeared, because retirement math isn't just about assets. It's about your required lifestyle. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average retiree household spends around $60,000 a year, and that's for households that are led by someone 65 plus. But how much of that's just a carryover from a working life? Your mortgage, your car payments, subscriptions, upkeep on the home. When we cut those, the number we needed dropped dramatically. Not by earning more, but by needing less. Let me break in for a moment and ask you for your help. Please like, share, and subscribe for more tips and info on achieving your retirement goals and living your best life. It's the mind shift that changes everything. Here's what nobody tells you. Freedom scales faster than income. If you reduce expenses by 25%, your required nest egg drops massively. That's called leverage, and it works both ways. We sold the larger home. We downsized. We simplified. Not because we had to, but because we wanted control. And control feels very different from consumption. Here's the legacy nobody really advertises either. Findings from Harvard's long-running adult development research emphasize that close relationships are powerful predictors of long-term health and well-being. I'll say that again. Close relationships are powerful predictors of long-term health and well-being. Not bigger homes, not larger portfolios, but relationships, time, and your health and your community. And here's the irony in all this. The more we simplified, the more margin we gained, the more time we gained, and the more options we created. And options create freedom, and freedom creates a legacy. Now I'm going to ask you the question that will change everything for you. So let me ask you something uncomfortable. If you stopped upgrading, if you stopped expanding, if you stopped trying to maintain a standard that you can't afford, would your life actually get worse? Or would it finally get lighter? Because the retirement industry profits from one message: you need more. But what if you need less instead? Less overhead, less stress, less maintenance, just more life and just enough to live. We know that $250,000 won't impress the internet, but paired with our discipline and our intentional spending, using Social Security and a pension, with low or no fixed costs based on no debt and very low housing costs, it becomes powerful. Not just because it's big, but because it's enough. We're not chasing scarcity. We're rejecting excess. Because the real death sentence for freedom is mistaking comfort for security. Less isn't sacrifice. Less is control. Less is freedom. And less might just be the new retired. Thank you for watching. I'm Dean Morgan, and this is Less is the New Retired. What if the wife that you worked so hard to build